There's a time and season for every person on this planet. There's a time for you to prosper. You should never believe that there's no time for you to prosper, that everybody else can prosper, but not you. That's not true. That is not true. That's false. You can prosper. You should prosper. You just need the right vehicle. If you've been working for a living, 3 to 7, 11 to 6, 9 to 5, whatever it may be, you can't expand on that. You can get a raise, $1 an hour raise, $4 an hour raise. You can get a raise, but you can't expand. This is the time to incorporate yourself. Now is the time to look up, to see where you are, and determine, how did I arrive here? I've been working for 10 years. I've got nothing to show but debt and high interest payments. I've been working for 20 years. I've got nothing to show but debt and high interest payments. I've been working for 30 years, same thing. I've been working for 40 years. I have no money to retire. I have to keep working. You watch this play over time and time and time again, but it's almost like it never registers that, wait a minute, I got to be doing something wrong. I've got to be doing something wrong. So in Rxsmartcoffee, the reason that we point out that our coffee is patented, its benefits are overwhelming, not by our claims, because we simply claim to put our patented product in the coffee. However, what the coffee will do for you, that's on an individual basis, which we are excited to hear every time we hear about the coffee's performance. But what does that mean to you? Coffee is the second most consumed beverage on the planet. There's not another coffee that I know of that can do what this coffee is doing. How long will it do it? Forever. How long is it going to take you to get out of debt? The coffee is going to be doing what it's doing forever. So you can begin to measure if you really want to get out of debt or not. Do you really want to be free? Do you really want to live? Or do you want to work in order to survive? Living is saying yes. Living is being able to stop and smell the roses, literally. Living is being able to spend time with your grandchildren if you want to spend time with them forever. Spend time with your children, spend time with your husband and wife, go on trips, vacations, do what you want to do. You might say, well, it's not fair, I've got to work. No. You do have to work, but you have to work smart. You do have to work. But every hour that you work should do two things. One, it should be an investment so that you never have to work again. So if I put an hour into something, I'm not looking to come back and put another hour of the exact same thing that I did an hour before. In other words, I'm not going to work a week and turn around and work next week and do the exact same thing I did last week and get the exact same money I made last week. Right? In other words, you're not making any progress. You're just doing the same thing every week. You're making the same money every week. And sometimes people don't wake up to that. But there's a dynamic in Rxsmartcoffee. There's a living dynamic. There's an instant response to your work. Instant. As soon as you join the company, for those who are on the call this morning, and this is the first time on the call, I'd like to personally invite you to join the company. Get involved today. Get involved today, because the more the more the coffee is shared, the more exposure the coffee receives, the less your market you're going to have. You're going to have less of a market because more people are getting out there, more people see it, more people are grasping it, and before you know it, these things that I'm telling you are true. The market will be saturated, and you will have to go find another job. It's going to be a lot harder, is what I'm saying. The coffee is a phenomenon. Many people are going to suggest it, pass it on. Many people are out there building their companies right now, building their futures right now. Today is the day that you can get started. For $150, that's not bad. For $199, that's not bad. Those prices aren't going to remain the same. We do want to tell you that we can't keep a low entry point forever. But our purpose is that our partners succeed. That's our purpose. That's our vision, that you succeed. And so we are doing everything in our power to equip you for the fulfillment of the dream that you have for your family. Right? So that can really happen. Not that we can talk about it. So that it can really happen. That one day you wake up and yes, there's another car. There's a better car in your driveway. One day you wake up and you have a whole new driveway. It's a whole new house. One day you wake up and you're saying yes instead of no. It's a slow process. It's not overnight. But how long have you been working on your current job? So you have to approach this with the same mindset that today I start building. Today I take advantage of this opportunity. So we want to invite you to join Rxsmartcoffee. To understand that to be a part of a company who has a patented product of coffee, coffee being the second most consumed beverage on the planet, this gives you freedom. This gives you true liberty, that you can take the coffee anywhere. You can do anything with it. You can do let your imagination go wild. Let your planning and thinking go wild, I should say. The sky's the limit. But it is up to you. And so the first step is just simply to try the coffee, be a part of what we are doing overall, understand that your time is now. Your why is clear. You have a family, you have a future, you have a purpose. But in order for those things to be effective, you need income, you need a revenue stream, something more than you're simply working for. Right now, you're working and you get paid after you get done working. Right? You work and you wait for your paycheck afterwards. When you begin to build a company, your product begins to work. Of course, you're working, right? You're working, marketing your product, branding, and getting your business up. Of course, you're working, but guess what? While you're working, your product is working too. Your product is speaking 10 times as loud as you are. You got a small voice. The gentleman's grin has got a microphone. You've got a limited voice. But Rxsmart can go around the world and speak for you. So you've got to start thinking that way. You've got to come out of the 9-to-5 employment mindset into the strategy, marketing, branding mindset. You have to be smart. And you're smart. You have to be in search of, and you're in search of, because you're on this call. Take our cryptocurrency. So once you get established with the coffee and get your team and get your customers, which is, that will come together. It will come together with your effort. Simply apply the effort, it'll come together. Then you have cryptocurrency. What will happen, because cryptocurrency is coming on to the scene as like gangbusters, the momentum with cryptocurrency is through the roof, but it is very rare to find a coffee company that is number one on the blockchain like we are, and number two, they actually have a cryptocurrency coin. We have the Rxsmartcoffee coin. We launched it back in October of last year for 33 cents. It's now tracking a little over $1. We are now making moves on the blockchain to bring greater exposure to that cryptocurrency. If you have our Rxsmartcoffee coin, it's our opinion that you are sitting on a gold mine, if I can use that very loose term. Cryptocurrency is only going to increase in value. Those coins that increase in value will increase in value because they have an underlying asset. Right now, the blockchain, the long string of exchanges where you can buy and sell cryptocurrency, those exchanges that are open 24 hours a day, they are going through a metamorphosis right now. The SEC has stepped in, and many players are in the mix now, purging the blockchain of bad coins, bad currency. This process will take a while, signs of the bad currency is there's no underlying asset. There's really nothing behind the coin whatsoever. When Rxsmartcoffee, our cryptocurrency, not only has a patent, it has a product, a company, and it has a family of circulation. These are three very powerful components that give the coin endurance, durability. Cryptocurrency is just in its infantile state, and all the coins are just really breaking out to find their level. You actually control the destiny of that coin, because as you build your organization, as you promote your product, you're gaining new customers, you're gaining new partners, and you're bringing attention to that cryptocurrency. So it's almost like a gear system. One gear is turning the other one. So as you're working here in building up your friends and family, those people that you invite out to the business, you have a coffee party, you copy and paste our ads and put those out, and people begin to call, and you set it, and you see it coming together. Then your next step is to understand that your cryptocurrency is also increasing in value. You don't have to do anything with it now. We strongly advise that you hold on to the cryptocurrency and understand the power of its influence. The power of its influence is absolutely incredible as we go forward. The ability to send money back and forth across the world without expensive Western Union, MoneyGram, and other types of things, that has come about. The ability to see currency grow in value without the downward pressure of inflation, corruption, and other drags or weights that pull currency down. Cryptocurrency has none of those. But it is for the future. It is not something that you want to step out with right now and begin to buy and sell with your crypto. Let the industry season itself. Let the industry mature. And as the industry matures, you're going to find many people dropping out, many new players coming in, but you remain constant. You're here from the beginning. You're one of the original coins. You're one of the original people on the blockchain. Quite unique to have this opportunity. So as that begins to happen, you have a reality taking place. You're building customers with your coffee. Why? We can't say that the coffee lowers blood pressure. We can't say that. But there's many people who have had their blood pressure regulated. We can't say that the coffee will regain your erection. But there's many men who will make that claim and tell you that they have regained their strength. We can't tell you that the coffee will bring you back from dementia and early set-on dementia and Parkinson's and all that. We can't tell you, although we can tell you that there's many people who will tell you that they are back because of that coffee. We can't tell you that coffee will set you free from sickle cell anemia or anything else. But we can tell you with confidence that there are people who are being set free. Now, this I can stay on this forever, and it's mind-boggling to have. I was just sitting with somebody. Patricia, are you with me?
Yes, I am, President Miller.
Well, I was just sitting with somebody yesterday, and they were describing their life. They were describing how they couldn't get up in the morning. They had to push themselves up with their elbow. They had to push themselves out of the bed with their hands. They had to stand up very slowly, and they had to creep to the bathroom. This is their whole life. They were frozen. They couldn't lift their hands above their head. They were frozen. And then over a 5-day period, they were set free. But free, hands over the head, getting up, jumping, running, all that. As I listened, I thought how profound and how torturous it must be for someone to be in pain every day. When we saw Sandy come out, Sandy has had morbid high blood pressure, 200 over whatever, and then now after drinking Hot Smart, she's at 127, 120. I saw Sandy. I didn't ask her what her blood pressure was, but she was doing great. And then she got together with Dr. Vincent, and before you know it, her feet were healed. She was crying. She couldn't contain herself. She squeezed Dr. Benson so hard, it almost broke his chest. But as I witnessed it, I said, oh my God, I don't know what it is like to suffer like this. And unless you suffer, ladies and gentlemen, you really don't know what you're giving to somebody when you say, try this, it helps somebody else. Try this, it helped my cousin. Try this, it helped my mother. Just try it. I can't tell you what's going to happen, but try it. You see, it puts you in a different mindset. And you see yourself actually on a mission to help people, not try to make money, but just to help people. It really does give you a good conscience about what you're doing. But so you have the coffee. The coffee, you're spreading it. You're getting reorders because people are they're not upset that you're making a good living. They're actually happy you're making a good living because a part of that good living you're making was setting them free from their ailments and also offering them the same opportunity to prosper as you are. Join the company. Get involved right now. I can tell you this. Working on a job, you can see your future. Just look as far ahead as you want. It's not going to change. You can see it. There's not much diversity in it. You can look at your future right now. Join Rxsmartcoffee. And I can't tell you what your future is. The sky's the limit. I can't tell you what you'll do. Right now, we've got people that are making more money than they've ever made. I'm telling you, I cannot name numbers and do all that kind of stuff on the call because they call that enticement. But there's people that are living their dream in this very young company. This very young company. People are off to the races, and they're not looking back. And my point to you this morning is, don't you look back either. Get busy, get work, and use what you've been given and build, build, build. Now, why should you do that? Because the more people you get involved, the less likely failure is. You know, the Bible says that 2 is better than 1. Because if one falls down, the other can pick him up. If one gets cold, the other one can keep him warm. You've been used to doing things by yourself. But now this is the new dynamic. You're a company now. And you have to think like a company. You have to open your mind up like a company. You have to invite people into your circle as a company. And we want to invite you to Rxsmartcoffee. We want to invite you to grow and to begin to change your dynamic, change your future. We want you to look like all of our partners. Look into your future, and your future is whatever's in your mind, whatever you say your future is, not whatever your boss says your future is. Right now, your future may be $1 raise next year this time. Your future may be to get a new job assignment somewhere. You might have to stay late at work. That might be your future. There's a whole world out there, ladies and gentlemen. There's a bright world. There's a different world. And it comes in sales and building. It really is. It just sells the product. Sell the product. Sell the product. And share the opportunity. And you'll be on your way. As simple as that. We're working hard to expand the company on all ends. We want you to know that. We also want you to know that we appreciate your hard work. And hopefully you can see the benefits. We want you to stay on board. We want you to take advantage of everything we put out there. We've got some new blends coming out, but we're not going to talk about those this morning. We've got a lot of great things that are happening, guys. Stay tuned. Stay plugged in. And build, 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 build. Patrice, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you very much, President Miller. It is exciting. It is so exciting, President Miller, that we can get out here and we can share the love. And it's so true, President Miller, the creation of this coffee. We got an opportunity to meet Sandy from Cincinnati, someone who had a heart attack, morbid hypertension. And guess what, President Miller? She began to drink the coffee, and the coffee began to communicate with her body. And guess what? Her blood pressure normalized. It did. And so I'm excited that we have something that is just that awesome in our hands, and all we have to do is share it. So with me saying that, I want to share this opportunity with our first-time callers. that you can get in this business and you can share the love. You can help people get their hope off of hospice, help them get their finances off of life support easily. You can get in this business for a mere $150. You'll receive 5 bags of coffee. You'll come in as a Smart Coffee representative. Let me remind you, prices are subject to change. Or you can enter in this business as a Pro Smart Coffee representative for $199. You'll receive 8 delicious bags of coffee. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been hearing just a little small portion of what this coffee is doing for people. They're getting their life back. They are living. They are alive, and they are well, and they are running the race as victors, and we want you to do that too. So here's what you do. Go to shoprxsmartcoffee.com. Once again, that's shoprxsmartcoffee.com. Or either you can dial the 800 number. Now, there's coffee representatives, Smart Coffee representatives awaiting on the other line, and you dial 1-800-615-0890. Now, listen, you've either went to the website and you signed up for Rx Smart Coffee, or you either dial the 1-800 number. But here at Rx Smart Coffee, we know that you're an effective decision maker, and we want to say congratulations and welcome to the family. Now, I want you to know that Rx Smart Coffee is a multicultural company, and we have a presence in Africa, the Caribbean, and the United Emirates. I always say, if you find a country that you want Rx Smart Coffee to have a presence in, go right ahead. We'll follow you. So here's what we want you to do. Now that you've signed up, you're in the business. Oh, congratulations, congratulations. And now you're just going to find 3 people. That's it. Find 3 people anywhere you want to and have them join the business. Bring them to the call. Let them share the coffee, but help them sign up and get in the business. Because here at Rx Smart Coffee, our objective is that we want to knit families together. We want to bring communities together globally, and we want people to experience ultimate health. So find 3 people just like yourself, bring them to the call, have them sample the coffee, and then have them sign up for the business. And then you're going to help those 3 people find 3 people. And then they're going to help their people find 3 people. Ladies and gentlemen, here at Rx Smart Coffee, we've been keeping it simple, and so all we're doing is duplicating the process and getting in the business here at Rx Smart Coffee to share the love. But it doesn't stop there. Our president has shared with us, we need to have customers, right? So that's part of this share the love. You share the love with people, and you build your customer base. One of the projections that our president has given us is that you can have 1,000 customers in 20 months. Well, listen, people are like, really, Mr. President? They are running this race. They're doing whatever they can. And my thing is, I think our president might be off with that projection, because I believe that the race that you guys are running, that you're going to be able to do it in 3 to 4 months. Yes, you will have your 1,000 people. You'll be saying, Patrice, I'm already there. What's next? That's right. So you want to share this with people. Get your customer base, because once your customers start receiving once they start consuming the coffee, guess what? They're going to tell other people. They're going to tell other people about it. And then they're going to want some coffee. And then they're going to tell other people. Our customers are truly our walking billboard. They're our advertisement for the coffee. And so I want to remind people who are already in the business, just like I want to tell people who are getting into the business, follow up with your customers. If you gave them coffee, follow back up with them. If they bought coffee from you about 30 days ago, I can predict pretty much they're out of coffee. Make sure that we're servicing our customers on the highest level. Well, listen, here's the beautiful thing about Rx Smart Coffee. Not only are we in the coffee business, the smart coffee business, we're in the cryptocurrency, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, here at Rx Smart Coffee, we have our very own cryptocurrency. We have 2 coins. Our very first coin is the DIP coin, and Delta Indiana Bravo. And it was featured on Fox News, not once, but twice, ladies and gentlemen. And we also introduced to the world our RXSC, our Rx Smart Coffee coffee coin. We introduced that to the world October 2017. We had an initial coin offering. That coin went for 33 cents. And that coin got as high as $2.06, December 2017, all the way through the end of January 2018. Now that coin is going for a little over $1. One of the things that President Miller suggested to us and encouraged us to do is to buy low. You want to buy low. So I encourage you right now is to buy some coins. There's weddings. There's anniversaries. There's birthdays. There's showers, graduations, promotions. Look, get some coins. Buy some 50, buy 1,000, buy 2,000, buy 1,500, buy 700. But buy some coins, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure. One of the things that President Miller told us early on is, what do the wealthy people do? Well, wealthy people exchange their money for stocks and bonds and securities. Well, listen, here at Rxsmartcoffee, we believe that too, and we're going to afford you the opportunity to exchange your money for cryptocurrency. Our radio talk show host, Alana Malcolm, who normally hosts Wednesday night, date night, one of the key things that I always remember her saying is that cryptocurrency, it is here to stay. Well, listen, if you're interested in buying cryptocurrency coins, all you have to do is tune in to Club Crypto. Yes, on Friday night at 9:30 p.m., we have a webinar, and our own guru, Peter J., will walk you through how to purchase the coin. And on that webinar, you'll be able to see him, and you can tell him, slow down, go fast, speed up, or whatever it is. But you can learn how to buy the coins. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have exciting things here at Rxsmartcoffee. Listen, one of the things for sure for us is that we have a commitment to growth, and that's what we're doing. We're growing by leaps and bounds. And with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to KWW, and she's going to let you know what's happening in the world of Rxsmartcoffee and everything crypto.
Wow, Patrice, wow, what a great call. And I'm just so excited because there are so many wonderful things going on in Rxsmartcoffee, and we have so many wonderful people that we're working with. Our partners, it's always a joy to talk with them. It's always a joy to see them. Always a joy to be able to hug and put our arms around them. And so, you guys, with that, we are truly committed to your success. A couple weeks ago, I put out a call that I was going to be on the East Coast, and if anyone wanted to get together and let's just make some things happen, let's just build in that area, let's do so. And so I got a few people who called back, and so I want you guys to begin to get your list together, because on June the 7th, which is a Thursday, I'll be with Reggie Williams in the Maryland area, I guess that's Montgomery County area. On Monday, June the 11th, I'll be in Baltimore with Tia Nett and Tyrone Hutton.